Good morning, students. Today we are starting off with a new topic, fiber to fabric. Now, fiber is of two types. One is natural fiber, the other one is synthetic fiber. The name itself is telling you natural fiber is obtained from plants and animals, whereas synthetic fiber, it is man-made. Cotton and jute, fibers are extracted or obtained from this. Wool and silk, they are the animal source, and the fibers are obtained from them. Animal fibers, they are mostly made up of protein, whereas plant fibers are made up of cellulose. Different fibers have different physical properties. For example, silk shines more than cotton. Woolen fabrics feel warmer than silk and cotton. Synthetic clothes have more strength than natural fibers. So these are the different physical properties. Each fiber has got its own unique property. Over here we see silk has got its sheen. When compared to other fibers, we see that silk is more shinier. Whereas woolen fabrics, they feel warm because they can trap the heat. And synthetic clothes are more durable and they have a lot of strength. Characteristics of a yarn. Yarn is nothing but a continuous thread. It varies on the basis of the raw material, fiber length and alignment. Alignment is nothing but the way it is arranged. Quantity of fiber used and the degree of twist or the turns. So based on these characteristics, the properties of yarn vary. Wool. Wool is durable and elastic fiber. It is used for making woolen clothes, sweaters, shawls, quilts and blankets that shield us from cold. We know that wool usually does not let the heat to flow. It traps the body heat. So woolen clothes have air spaces between its fiber which traps air. Because of this property, wool acts as an insulating shield. It means it is not letting the heat to pass through and helps maintain body temperature in cold weather. Wool contains high amounts of nitrogen and does not burn. Why it does not burn that very easily? Because of the increased amount of nitrogen content. Due to this property, it is also used for insulation. Insulation is nothing but it does not allow the heat to flow through. Wool fiber is derived from the fur. The fur is also known as fleece of domesticated sheep and goats. The wool is also derived in lesser quantities from alpacas, llamas, camels and Angora rabbits. These are all animals from which the wool is being derived. Mostly it is derived from sheep and goats, but it is also derived from other animals such as alpacas, llamas, camels, Angora rabbits, but in lesser amount. The quality of wool is determined by the following factors. Now, what are the factors on which the quality of wool depends? We will study that. First one is scale structure. Now, good wool fibers have scales, which overlap like shingles on a roof. Now, when I say shingles on a roof, it is nothing but how the tiles overlap on the roof. There are certain roofs that are made up of tiles and they overlap with each other. Same way, even the scales. Look at the diagram over here. The scales are overlapping with each other. So good wool fibers have scales which overlap. The crimps or bends. Crimps are nothing but the bends in woolen fiber makes it heavier than other textiles and help it to retain heat. So Remember, for 1 mark you might be asked what is crimp. Crimp is nothing but bends. And what is the advantage of it? It makes the wool heavier and also helps it to retain heat. Now the finer qualities of wool have more crimps or more bends. For example, fine wool like merino may have up to 40 crimps per centimeter. It means it can trap more heat and it is comparatively heavier. The diameter. The diameter of wool fibers varies from 15 micrometers, that is superfine merino, okay, to 30 or more micrometers for coarser wool. So a very fine wool, the diameter is about 15 micrometers, whereas a coarse, slightly rough wool will have about 30 or more micrometers. Length. Long fibers make finer wool. Length varies from 15 centimeter to 4 centimeter. So if the fibers are long, it is much better. Color. Wool is generally creamy white in color. Only some breeds of sheep produce black, brown or grey wool. Cleanliness and freedom from damage. These factors are determined by the skill of the workers who shear or separate wool from sheep and process it thereafter. So even the way the fleece or the fur is being removed, how it is being processed later on, all that adds on to the quality of the wool. The quality of wool also depends on the animals from which it is obtained. Some fine quality wools are obtained from goats. Wool obtained from Angora goat is called mohair. The fleece or nothing but the fur is white, smooth and lustrous and has high tensile strength. It has got lot of strength. Angora goats is found in hilly areas of Jammu and Kashmir. Wool from Kashmir goat, which is found in the mountains of China and Tibet, is also highly valued. So Kashmir goat, Angora goat, the wool that is obtained from that is highly valued and it is very smooth and lustrous. Lustrous means it is shiny. So Kashmir, Pashmina and other goats have very soft and fine underhair. So their fleece or fur is made into expensive fiber. Kashmir wool commands some of the highest prices in the world, and Pashmina shawls are also quite rare and expensive. They are very costly or very expensive. So the shawls are made from the Kashmir or Pashmina wool that is obtained, and it might cost about, one shawl might cost about 10,000, 15,000 because the quality is really good. Rabbits. Angora rabbits have very fine soft hair which provides Angora wool. Angora fibers has a very smooth silky texture and is fluffy and warm. So Angora wool is also extremely expensive and it is very lustrous in nature. Camel family. Alpaca, llama and camel have hair which makes soft, warm and lightweight fiber. Alpaca and llama are found in South America. Even yak hair is also used to make wool. Yaks are mainly found in Tibet and Ladakh.